We talk Avengers Campus, virtual queues, and more right now. What is up, everyone? Welcome to this episode of Damien Does Disney, which is also known as D3. In this episode, I'm going to give you the latest park update for the month of June at the Disneyland Resort. If you are new to this channel, welcome. Thanks for your support. I know you have a lot of other options out there to get your Disney fix, and I really appreciate you. For those of you who are already a part of the D3 family, welcome back to the ride. Wow, everyone, I cannot believe we are midway through 2021 already. How crazy is that? Now, we have plenty to cover, but here's a breakdown of what we're going to cover in this episode.
Alright everyone, in this update we will be covering the following topics: park attendance and reservations, Avengers Campus, virtual queues, and refurbished attraction updates.
Alright everyone, the first big news we're going to talk about, of course, is the park attendance. Now, on June 15th, Disneyland will be able to lift their park capacity restrictions, which means that on June 15th, Disneyland will be able to increase their park capacity if they want to, all the way up to full capacity. How amazing is that? Now, in addition, on June 15th, this is some big news as well. The COVID restrictions for social distancing will no longer be in place. That's going to be awesome as well. But right now, folks, we do not know if we're going to still have to wear a mask or not. So right now, masks are still required at this time. Now, the other big news that's going to happen on June 15th, in particular, this is good for all of you out-of-state guests. Now, on June 15th, out-of-state guests will be able to visit the Disneyland Resort. Now, how amazing is that? Now, with this amazing news, when you go to the Disneyland website to make your reservations, you will notice right away that the reservation window has increased from 60 days to 120 days. Now, that's some great news for you guys right there. And in addition to that, folks, the park hours have been extended. Now, that's some really good news right there. Now, the other big news, of course, is Avengers Campus opening on June 4th. Now, cast members have already had an opportunity to explore Avengers Campus, and folks, I've heard it is amazing. But however, Disney had released the map for Avengers Campus last week on the Disneyland app. So what we're going to do right now, folks, we're going to take a look at the Disneyland app and look at Avengers Campus. With that being said, folks, let's take a look at the map right now.
Alright everyone, as you can see, as you enter the main entrance of Avengers Campus, you see the main attraction right off the bat, Web Slingers, a Spider-Man adventure, which is supposed to be a really amazing attraction there in addition to Avengers Campus. Then, as you see the little Spider-Man right there above the actual attraction, there's supposed to be an animatronic show that's supposed to be really cool, I believe, coming in the near future. Then as you move along, you see the Web Suppliers store right there, the gift shop for the Spider-Man attraction. Then right up next door to that, you have the Ancient Sanctum right there for Doctor Strange, and you have a couple of eateries. You have the Shamrock Palace right there, and you have the Campus Supply Pod. Then if you come right next to the centerpiece, the center of the campus by the Avengers logo, you see right above right there the Pym Test Kitchen, which is the main restaurant right there in the Avengers Campus. Supposed to be some really incredible treats and dishes there. And adjacent to that, you have a Pym tasting lab right there. Then right below it, you have where Black Panther is standing is the Avengers Campus, Avengers headquarters, where you have a meet and greet section right there, and potentially a future e-ticket attraction in a couple of years. As you move across to the other end of Avengers Campus, you see the classic Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout right there in the Collector's Warehouse, which is the gift shop for Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. And at the top right there, you have the Terran Treats kiosk right there. This land is going to be so amazing. I cannot wait to experience it.
Wow, now doesn't that look amazing, folks? I cannot wait to go explore Avengers Campus myself when I go later on this month on June 25th. Now keep on the lookout for my review of Avengers Campus coming soon. Now with the addition of the Spider-Man Web Slingers attraction, this means that another virtual queue will be added to the Disneyland app. With that being said, folks, the Spider-Man Web Slingers attraction will now have two virtual queues, one at 7 a.m. and one at 12 noon. just like the queues for the Rise of the Resistance over at Disneyland, which also has 2 virtual queues, one at 7 a.m. and one at 12 noon. Now, unfortunately, you will not have the opportunity to ride both these attractions at the same time, which kind of is a bummer. But however, you'll be able to ride this attraction if it's at your starter park, meaning if your day starts at Disney's California Adventure, you'll be able to get the 7 o'clock queue for the Spider-Man Web Slingers attraction. Now, the same goes as if your day starts at Disneyland, you'll be able to get the 7 o'clock queue for the Rise of the Resistance attraction. Now, vice versa, if you're a park hopper, and your day starts over at DCA, you have the option of getting the 12 noon boarding queue for the Spider-Man Web Slingers attraction, and vice versa. If your day starts or continues over at Disneyland for the park hopper at 1 o'clock, you'll be able to get the 12 noon virtual queue for Rise of Resistance. So hey folks, a lot of good things going on with this virtual queue system. I really love it, and it's going to make things that much easier. And you'll be able to experience both attractions. But when I go on June 25th, I'm going to try to see if I can cheat the system and try to see if I can ride both in one day. I'm going to try to get the virtual queue for 7 a.m. for the Spider-Man Web Slingers, and I'm trying again at 12 noon to get the virtual queue for Rise of Resistance. So stay tuned. I'll let you guys know if I'm successful at getting both queues. Oh, one more thing to add in regards to the virtual queue system. Disney has just recently announced that the virtual queue system is not going anywhere anytime soon, which means, folks, I believe that the virtual queue system will replace the famous Fast Pass system. Yes, folks, the beloved Fast Pass system is a thing of the past now, and the virtual queue system will replace it. That's just my opinion right there. With that being said, folks, get ready for some more attractions to have a virtual queue system. Hey, a good example of that is the Indiana Jones attraction at Disneyland. They have been testing this for almost a month now using the virtual queue, and it has been very successful. So I guess you just go up to the main kiosk, the main front of the attraction, scan a QR code to your phone, and you come back at a given time. Now, I believe they can probably use this on a Haunted Mansion or Pirates of the Caribbean, or they probably use it on the Matterhorn once it reopens. Again, folks, I know it's changed. Change is good in this case. You know, the Fast Pass system was good for years, but hey, the virtual queue system is here to stay. That's just my opinion. Now, the last thing that we will cover today, folks, is an update on attractions that are currently under refurbishment. First up, we have news on the Matterhorn bobsleds. Now, the Matterhorn bobsleds will be reopening on July 2nd, just in time for the 4th of July holiday. Now, that's some excellent news right there. Now, the other exciting news, folks, is that we have news on the Jungle Cruise. Now, the Jungle Cruise will be reopening on July 16th, which is one day before Disneyland's 66th birthday, which happens to be on July 17th. Now, that's going to be really good news right there. And hey, folks, I have some more exciting news for you. I will be at Disneyland on Disneyland's birthday on July 17th. That's going to be so much fun. I'll be able to experience the Jungle Cruise firsthand. With that being said, folks, that concludes your update for the month of June. Well, folks, there you have it. You're all caught up with what is going on at the park right now. I hope you enjoyed this episode like I did. Now, I would like to hear from you, D3 fam. What are you guys most excited about? Are you excited about riding the Jungle Cruise next month? Or are you more excited about going to Adventures Campus this month? Feel free to leave a comment below. This should be fun. In the meantime, if you guys are still having your Disneyland withdrawals, feel free to check out my Fun-Filled Library where I have some fun, amazing Disneyland adventures and some fun, amazing Disneyland tips to help you get your Disneyland fix. And hey folks, I'm doing a weekly show, a weekly live stream on Wednesday nights at 6:30 p.m. Pacific, where I just answer all the Disney questions that you guys might have about the parks. You can talk about my favorite rides, your favorite rides, or hey, if it's your first time going to the parks or your 100th time going to the parks, I'll give you guys good, awesome tips on how to maximize and make your experience that much more magical. Thanks again for watching, folks. Remember, if you like this video, go ahead and click that like button below and feel free to share this video. More important, if you like me, go ahead and click that subscribe button below and become a member of the D3 family, and be sure to click that notification bell as soon as I drop the latest Disneyland news. And last but not least, folks, remember to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and also on Twitter. See you guys soon.